Hello and welcome to my channel in the series of Writing SQL with me on HackerRank. In this video, I will introduce some visible solutions to the problem called Ollivander's inventory. Ollivander inventory is a basic join type question with medium difficulty level. The context of this question is about Harry Potter and his friends are at Ollivander's with Ron, finally replacing Charlie's old broken wand. So for the full problems, you can visit below link to see the complete question description. So in this presentation, I've summarized the questions for you. So the problem asks us to query the cheapest non-evil ones in each pair of age and power. So the output would be the desired ones with its ID, age, coins needed, and power. And we need to order by the power in descending order. And in the case of the same power, we should order the age in descending order as well. So the final results will look like this with requirements in after it. So once we have this, and let's look at what are the available tables. So there are two tables available for us to query such information needed. One is the ones table, and the other is a ones property table. The ones table have 4 columns, including ID, which is the primary key of this table, as well as code, which is the foreign key used to connect the ones property table. And there are other 2 columns called coins needed, as well as the power. On the other hand, there is another table called ones property table with 3 columns, including code, which is the primary key of this table, age, which is the age of the specific code of run, as well as if this kind of run is evil. So we have to know that in this table, code and age are one-to-one relationship, which means the one code only have one age and vice versa. And for the is evil column, 0 represents not evil and 1 represents evil want. So with that, everything sets up in this video, I will introduce 2 kind of solutions. One use the window function, the other use goodbye to solve this problem. The first solution we're going to introduce is using the window function to solve this problem. In the window function, at first we want to join these 2 tables together using the left one, and the ones table will be the left table and the ones property table will be the right table. And in this case, we see the code will in both tables will be used to connect these 2 tables together. The result will give us on top of the ones table with extra column of age and if it's evil. So ones.code equals to ones property code. And since we want all the non-evil ones, so we can add a where clause to leave all the non-evil ones in our result. That's the first step. once we have this, the end of this kind of table will give us every non-evil ones with the ID code, coins needed, power, its age, and if it's evil, which is not evil in this case. So after that, we want to add a extra column. We're going to use this in the latest step as a filter to filter out all the non-minimum coins for each pair of age and power. So I'm going to and by achieving that, we will use the window function to achieve this goal. So we can say the mean coins needed over partition by one's property age and one's power, and we can call it as the mean coins. And there are other informations that we need, including the ID from the one's table, age from the one's property table, property age, coins needed from the one's table, and the power from the one's table as well. So once we have this, we can add a subquery to query from this table, to give us, to output the results that we wanted. As previously, we can set this table as T1, and as previously mentioned, we're going to use the minimum coins column, minimum coins column as the filter to filter out all non-minimum coins rows. So here, I'm going to use min coins equals to coins needed to adjust this problem, and then we will order the output. We will order the output by the power first in the descending order, and then in the case of the same power, we're going to order the age in the descending order. So let's go back to what are we going to select from these subqueries. We're going to select, as here as the result table shows, we're going to see the ID is the first one, the age, the coins needed, and the power. So this will be our end results. Let's check it on the HackerRank's platform. So this is the interface of HackerRank's platform, and here is the title of the question and the question descriptions out here. And here is a test case, and since HackerRank's MySQL version does not support the window function, so I'm going to use MS SQL Server to test the results here. And the code passed the test case, and let's submit the code and see if it passed all the test case. And great, this is the code passed all the test cases, so which means the solution works. So in next solution, I'm going to introduce the group by solution. You can use group by to replace it. So the first step is the same as the window function. We need to join these two tables together using left join. So once again will be the left table, and we can left join one's property table on the code column. So this will basically give you the extra column for the age and if it's evil for each one of the ones in the inventory. And then since we want only the non-evil ones, so we can add a where clause setting one's property dot is evil equals to 0. This will give us the non-evil ones only. And then we want the minimum, since we want the minimum sets of minimum coins needed for each pair of age and power. So we need to group by one's property dot age, and especially here we need to have a one's property dot code because this will be used to connect the ones table in the next step. And since age and code in the ones property table are one-to-one relationship, so this is basically grouped by the same thing here. It does not affect our results. And the third one what we want is group by power. So this will give us the group by for each one of the pair of age and power. And then we can select one's property dot age, one's property dot code, and one's dot power. In addition to that, we want minimum coins needed for each pair of the age and power. So here we'll set the minimum coins coins needed as the minimum coins. And since at this time we don't need use the minimum coins as the filter, so we don't need to include the actual coins needed column here. So this will be the tables that we want for the next step, and the results will give us. So basically, the result will give us everything we need for the results. However, there is a missing column, which is the ID in here. So we will use a left join to join the ones table to give us the IDs that we wanted. And here we will set the power equals to one's power and T1 that mean coins equals to one's coins needed, and T1 dot code equals to ones dot code. The reason we are doing this is because only have setting these three columns, the power, the coins needed, as well as the code, equals to the ones in the T1 table, can pin down a specific row in the ones table. So this is the left join here. Once we have this set up, we are ready to select the information that we wanted. So select one's ID as the first one, and then T1.age, T1.coins, minimum coins, as well as the power, T1.power here. And since the question asks us to output the results by power and order by T1.power in descending order, and in the case of the same power, we want to order by the age in the descending order. So T1.age in the descending order. And I think this is pretty much the queries that's going to give us the results that we wanted. So let's test on the HackerRank platform. So here again, the HackerRank platform, and I've set using the MySQL here, so I can paste the code here and run the code, and hopefully it will give us the result that we wanted. And great, this passed the sample test case, and let's submit the code and see if it can pass all the test cases. Great, the solution also passed all the test cases. So in this video, I introduced two solutions to the Ollivander's inventory problem. Hopefully it will inspire you on how to solve these problems. If you have any different solutions, feel free to comment below. And if you like this video, please like and share with your friends. If you want to receive more Writing SQL with me videos, subscribe my channel. I will see you in next video.